All right, another day down, got over Standing Indian. That was the first time we got over 5,000 feet and made it to the shelter. I actually made it pretty early, about, maybe 2 o'clock or so. But we got a spot at the hostel. I'll tell you about that tomorrow. That got kind of interesting, but it all worked out. But I'll tell you about that in the morning. All right. Haven't recorded much this morning because it's been raining all morning, but I have made it to a pretty special place to me. This is the place where I would come camping, after graduation or spring break or fall break or whatnot. So, this may be more for me, but anyway, hopefully you'll enjoy it. All right, so there's a road right there, and this is the camp area here. And this is where we set up Trail Magic last year during spring break. Chuck and my brother, we came out here. But out here, walked down the trail a little bit. And unfortunately, you're not going to get a view. But you come right back here. I found this, I don't know, probably about 10 years ago. And it's pretty special. A lot of awesome memories here. There's a rock right here you can build a fire under. I've had a tent there before. I remember one time I had a tent there and it was leaking bad. I had to put a tarp there. And then here's you're not gonna have much of a view, but it's facing east, so it has amazing sunrises. I have rung a hammock here, and look here, there's some places to sit on, and there's the view. Of course, it's cloudy now. One of my most special places. A lot of amazing memories there. All right, made it up from that campsite, and another significant mark. Let me show you. We have made it into triple digits. Now, Mike Turpin, you mentioned that the first 100 was the toughest, so I'm counting on that. I have, as many times as I've been up here to this fire tower, I've never come up from the south side. That's nuts, but I made it. So 4 or 5 miles until I stop for the day, but this is a big step today. Let me show you this view. It's awesome. Tells all about what's going on. It's talking about a living laboratory, because in this valley here, and that's Franklin out there, but the watershed is where, water that comes down from the mountain that goes into the creek. And so what they've done, you can tell it more when everything's green. They've planted different types of plants in different areas. I don't know if you can see, like there's one. See how that's a little bit greener? They want to see how different vegetation affects the drainage and erosion and whatnot. And so so when it's green, it's like a postage stamp where they have different watersheds and plant it with different plants. Cool. All right, coming down from Albert Mountain, and this is the little side trail through the Blue Blazes that goes to the parking lot. And that's the way I've done it so many times, but this way, nope. Let's keep going north. That's pretty awesome. Okay, got off of Mount Albert, which was the 100-mile mark. Now we're heading to Rock Gap. There's an app that I use. It's called Far Out. It used to be called Gut Hooks. Hikers, I'm sure you're very familiar with it, but it allows us to check mileage. It's kind of like a Facebook for hikers, if you will, because you can send messages, let people know what's going on up ahead. And we just looked and checked the mileage to our next spot and saw that there's supposed to be some trail magic there. So that'd be awesome if that's the case. So the plan is we're going to stay at a shelter tonight And then we got a little 4-mile hike in the morning to a gap, and we were very lucky to stay at Chica and Sunset's hostel in Franklin. Now they're one of those iconic hostels. Well, they only have 4 people that they're allowed to stay there each night, so it's really a blessing, especially with our group of 4. We got a little tramley going. Tramley is like a trail family, and so with me and 2 beards and Bit, we got the 4. Now the cool thing was, I'm sorry to bore you with the details, but it was just so cool. I sent them a text and they said, we only have 3 beds. Well, you know, obviously we're not going to split up and do all that kind of stuff, so we couldn't all go. We weren't going to go. But then I got a text back from them and said, I had a cancellation, and so those 4 beds are yours for Saturday night. So it worked out, so they'll pick us up there. We'll resupply in Franklin and then get back on it. But let's just worry about today right now. But that's what's happening here. Wanted to share with you about all that. All right, so we made it to the shelter, but check this out. I told you we were looking forward to Trail Magic. These cats brought Trail Magic to the shelter. And so y'all are gonna do breakfast in the morning also?
We are. Well, yeah, we got s'mores tonight and pancakes in the morning.
Wow, that's awesome. Now, are y'all from Franklin?
No, we're from Raleigh.
Oh, wow, so coming down for this. What a blessing. That is awesome. Thank you so much. All right, I have forgotten what day it is. That's one of the cool things about being out here on the trail. But we have made it to the hostel. I didn't record much this morning because it rained a lot this morning, and I also lost battery power. But I wanted to show you a little bit around to Chica and Sunset's hostel. It's really been awesome. They picked us up at Winding Stair Gap and took us into Franklin. And so let me show you around. All right, so here we are. We got the message. I sent them a text, and they said they were going to pick us up in a blue Prius, and we were like, man, how on earth are we all going to get in a blue Prius? But we got there, and so I'm telling you, they have it all set up. It's just 4 people that they have room for, and that's where all our poles go, all our boots go. They got boot warmers, and they even had a welcome to U-turn, Bit, Beard 1 and 2. I mean, they're just really, really class act. Now they stay upstairs, the stairs going up, and we were all down here, and we just got back from Walmart, so we got all our resupply stuff around. But it's a living area and a kitchen area, and so it's kind of one of the things people think about. You're out on the trail, but we do, like I've said many times, is we take 3 or 4 days and get to a place to stay. And so we come in here. Here's the signboard, class of 2022. There's me. And I mean, you get the idea. Couple beds. There's the 4 people. And we happen to be as a group of 4, so it was pretty awesome that we got to stay together. But that's pretty much it. We're going to stay here and cook dinner tonight. We went and had a burger and some nachos down in Franklin. And we're going to cook up some spaghetti. And then we'll be back on the trail in the morning. So this is Chica and Sunset.